So it's 2 just crashed. That doesn't usually happen. Can I get back into this game now? It's never happened to me before. Let's see if this works. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Welcome to RD2L League Season 9 Pacific Standard Time Sunday Division action. My name is Jam Square, and the match I'm bringing you this evening is a best of 2 between Team Bloodninjas and Team Name Taken. Draft currently underway, with Mirana and Zeus being banned out early. And I can tell you that Team Name Taken are currently tied 9th in the rankings, with a record of 3 wins and 5 losses. And Team Bloodninjas are also tied for 9th, with 3 wins and 5 losses. So in theory, an evenly balanced matchup, as the Invoker will be banned by Team Bloodninjas. I don't actually have details on whether or not these records are real and which matches were forfeit losses and victories, because this division for some reason on the RD2L website doesn't work properly. So I could tell you what their wins and losses were, but I wouldn't know if they were real or not. Phoenix banned out. Phoenix took a small nerf earlier this afternoon, but apparently not enough for Team Name Taken. They don't want to play against it. I will look at some previous drafts here, see if there are any trends we can spot. And Doom, not something I would have called out for Team Bloodninjas based on previous drafts. I don't think they've played him yet, at least not in matches that are in Dota buff. And quick picks from Team Name Taken. Lion support picked first, and then the offlane Tidehunter picked second. This Doom also, I would say, pretty likely to be an offlane hero. And we'll have second pick from Team Bloodninjas, and then we'll head into the second phase of bans. Is one stand-in on each team. SD for TNT. Although no, SD has played a couple matches before, so might be a true stand-in. Might be a stand-in in name only. Emerald Page, I'm pretty sure, very much is a stand-in and has not played for Bloodninjas before. Crystal Maiden, second pick for Bloodninjas. Both teams now have a support and an offlaner. And we'll start to see some bans come through. Team Name Taken getting rid of the Drow Ranger. Bloodninjas getting rid of the Spectre. They did play Spectre in game against another team, also called Bloodninjas. Bloodninjas in Pajamas 2 weeks ago. Team Name Taken played this same first 2 pick combo in a match against the Reddit Dota Rejects 2 weeks ago, which they won. They followed it up with a Dragonite, Morphling, and Alina. Mid bans come out with Storm Spirit and Death Prophet removed from the pool, and we're moving through this draft nice and quickly. And we'll see what the second round of picks are for Team Name Taken. If they choose to lock down a mid hero now, or leave that for later.
5 seconds remaining.
Dragonite certainly wouldn't be a bad pick here. Very tanky against the Doom. But taking their time now after a very quick first phase of picks and bans. Things slowing down a bit. And both teams in the same spot of needing to pick up their main core heroes, their mid and their safe lane. And plenty of options still available for both, although a lot of mid heroes haven't banned out. Zeus and Death Prophet, as well as Storm and Drow gone. Mirana also can be played mid a lot. But still have your Wind Rangers. And many more besides that available. Pucks. And it'll be the Dazzle for team name taken, so staying conservative, not wanting to tip their hand at all. Picking up their second support. And a good support offlane pairing here. Got good team fight potential. The Weave and the Ravage.
10 seconds remaining.
And plenty of control coming out from Lion. And the Juggernaut will be the safe lane pick for team Bloodninjas. I'm trying to make myself do this because I'm noticed when I'm watching back casts that even though I know the names of all the abilities in the game, they're not always at the tip of my tongue, so I'm trying to remind myself at the beginning of each game the names of the abilities that I'm going to need to remember. This was when I was feeling Crystal Nova, not Frost Nova. And Frostbite. Crystal Nova. I'm going to forget that. I can tell. Anyway, now team name taken have to pick a core. Need to pick up either their safe lane hero or their mid laner with this fourth pick.
Lina.
And it will be the Lina, so
Dire team pick.
similar to a lot of their previous matches, actually 3 Lina in their past 3 matches, and Timbersaw, very much flavor of the month. Miracle just played some ball in Timbersaw in Dream League earlier today, so Bloodninjas say, like the look of that. Could be mid, I'm guessing, given the other heroes that are here. Or it could be a Jungle Doom with Timbersaw in the off lane. Final bans now, team name taken. Ban out the Necrophos. Bloodninjas ban the Gyrocopter, and we'll have the last 2 picks here. Expect to see a support from Bloodninjas. And then we'll definitely see a safe lane from team name taken. It is the Rubik picked up, so good stuff to steal. Try and steal that Ravage, obviously, although pretty tricky to get Blink to be able to steal that one without being stunned. You can always just cast an Anchor Smash afterwards, but a good support duo with the Crystal Maiden, lots of control there. Not super heavy on the team fight necessarily, Team Bloodninjas. I think team name taken might have the slight edge there. We'll see what their carry choice will be. Seen some clinks from them in previous games. Morphling, as I mentioned. Chaos Knight. Slark still certainly available in the pool. Could be a choice. Or possibly Sven, anti-mage. Plenty of options. I think the Slark pick would be good here. But no, it is the Phantom Lancer. Going to try and chew all the mana off that Timbersaw. Make him ineffective. Potentially pretty good strategy. So, draft is complete. We'll spam some links in Discord. And we will head into game 1 with a pause. As one would expect, a couple of disconnects. Pings coming out, discussions of wards. Lines being drawn. Clearly, movement plans from the Dire side here. Lots of trying. Some very specific plans. You may see now everyone's reconnected. I don't know. I'm just waiting for someone to draw a dick. Also, like, it's not happening though. Okay. Looks like we were ready to go, hopefully. Waiting. Here we go. So, game 1 of best of 2. Team name taken versus Team Bloodninja. We will go through the introductions on the Radiant side for team name taken. The captain, Strenuous. I'm going to go for Strenuous. The captain, Strenuous, will play the Phantom Lancer, Blue Cam Man, going to the safe lane. The 2 supports will be Killazoid 3000 on the Lion and the stand-in SD on the Dazzle. Poopyhead will play the mid laner. And in the off lane will be Wobbuffet on the Tide Hunter. Do see a 4-man smoke movement here. 5, excuse me. From Team Ninja. Smoke has expired though. And we might see a level 1 engagement here. So we'll get the introductions later. Spirit lands out onto the Rubik. But now Yes comes around the other side. Wants to get off. And there's Frostbite onto Poopyhead. Lina getting very low. Good stun onto 2 from Lion though. Might save the Lina. Giving chase here is Forbidden Diamond. That's not the name of that player at all. And Strenuous taking a lot of damage, but they can't get the kill here. Lots going on from Team Ninja. They popped down some wards here. They got a Observer ward and they've blocked off the easy camp. They're only going to get 1 rune off this though. And it will be for the Rubik, interestingly. So Poopyhead will have a little advantage in lane in the early mid stakes, although this could be a mid Rubik. That's crazy. This is weird. Okay, I need to do team introductions for Team Bloodninja. So in the off lane, the captain, Yes, on the Timbersaw, doesn't have that ball or new immortal, unfortunately. In the mid lane, Bloodninja 1 playing the Rubik? Question mark. In the jungle, Pope Gandalf will be playing the Doom. Skilled Scorched Earth level 1 though, so not going to have a great time. Emerald Page will be on the Crystal Maiden supporting the stand-in. And Forbidden... Okay. Fob Indian Man. There we go. Took me a while to parse that. Fob Indian Man will play the Juggernaut. We'll bring up the last hits chart and the laning phase will get underway. So this mid Rubik, wow. I mean, obviously on Ninja you have your sort of carry potential with your Timbersaw in the off lane, but we'll see how this goes. I mean, the first creep wave, 5 last hits, 3 denies for Bloodninja, and doing well against Poopyhead initially, but I can't imagine that's going to last. We'll see. 2 supports harassing away at Yes in this off lane. Want to keep this Timbersaw down. Not allow the Miracle-esque plays, and we have a pause. Yeah, in this mid lane, as Lina starts to get levels up into the Dragon Slave, I can't imagine that Bloodninja is going to have a particularly happy time, but you never know. Skill triumphs all in Dota. And that means Rubik will get up to a very fast level 6. So he'll be stealing spells early and often, hopefully. And we'll get back underway. Yes, getting pretty deep. We'll need to be careful once level 2 comes up and there's 2 disables on this line. Comes through from the side with the stun. And man, Bloodninja continue to do well in this mid lane, up to 8 and 4. Lina, played by Poopyhead, heading over to try and pick up a rune. Doom does now have level 2, so skilled that Devourer. And going to work in the jungle. Double damage on Lina is going to come around the side. And Bloodninja is going to walk away, not be scared at all. But continuing to fight here. Poopyhead, pulled back, not quite into range of tower, getting pretty low, but gets off the Light Strike Array stun and will retreat. Has no bottle yet. Would have liked to have got that regen rune, or bounty rune even, and will ferry out a healing salve. As Tide Hunter is going to head back to base to regen. Looks like that side camp was cleared out by the Tide. Yes, staying in lane here, not being scared by the two supports. At level 3, has his point in reactive armor, so dealing with that harass, has the poor man's shield as well. So being able to stay in lane pretty effectively here, and the tri-lane not controlling the creep equilibrium super well, so yes, able to get some levels here and get going a bit in the off lane. No real rotations yet, as our Juggernaut is leading in last hits. Followed closely by the Rubik in mid lane, so little early game advantage in the laning for Team Ninja. Team Bloodninja, I should say. Bloodninjas? I think it's Bloodninjas, I think it's plural. But a quiet early game so far. Yes, getting pretty deep here, but still no Hex on Lion, so not too scared. Stranios will sit under tower and tank all this creep wave as he tries to get these tricky tower last hits. And there's been a rotation mid, and Poopyhead in trouble. Got Frostbitten there. Doom coming through. Has the Satyr Hadouken. Poopyhead forced to run into the trees, but first blood will go to Bloodninja with that Fade Bolt. 3 levels up in it already, and very nearly level 6 already on this Rubik. Picks up a bounty rune, and that will be the 6. So Steel has arrived. Meanwhile, yes, was trying to TP out, but now is low on mana and low on health and surrounded by 3 heroes from the opposing side, but he'll just walk out perfectly between the two of them. Poison Touch will come, but won't even be enough damage to cancel his salve. As yes, continues to make a nuisance of himself in this bottom lane. But just keeping pace with the Tidehunter in terms of levels, not a real advantage there. And Tide has been farming up jungle, so getting those last hits, 700 gold towards that those arcane boots. Lina closing the gap in mid, but this Rubik, an impressive performance. Another stun onto Yes here, and the Spirit Lance, but Timber Chain away. All too easy for the Timber Saw. He's out of mana now. See if there's a Soul Ring pickup before too long. And Fob Indian Man has pushed this lane out far enough that Wubafet is getting a few last hits here, so it's a happy Tidehunter. Tide gets those mana boots. Meanwhile, our Juggernaut has been farming this entire time. It's Phase Boots working on the Ring of Aquila. And we'll see. There's been a lot of Battle Furies I've seen lately. Oh, Ravage was just used mid lane, and Bloodninja taking a pounding from Poopyhead, but it's going to steal Ravage and pop it right back again. Anchor Smash was not used after Ravage, which was a big mistake and leads to a double kill for Bloodninja. And this mid Rubik that I was questioning is paying off big time, as we now have a 3-0 lead for Team Ninja. All kills coming on Bloodninja number 1, who will pick up Arcane Boots. So this Rubik having a good early game. See how long it lasts. And Poopyhead struggling a little on the Lina. Doesn't have boots yet. Working with just that bottle. Does now have 2 friends mid with this Invisible Dazzle. And Lion was hanging back there, but is now going to head and stack up a jungle camp. And Emerald Page has been getting some jungle farm as well as Pope Gandalf, so the 2 supports share in the jungle here, although see how much of a support role Gandalf was really playing. I suspect Emerald Page will be doing all of the consumable purchasing. 26 last hits on the Phantom Lancer, doing pretty well, actually being outfarmed by the Tidehunter, so yes, starting to have an impact in this lane now that these supports have rotated away, and they really want to go on mid, kill this 3-kill Rubik. They get the stun out, lift onto Poopyhead, and Steel was too late to get the Laguna Blade back the other way. Not even sure if Steel was onto Laguna Blade, but Poopy Head gets the kill. Ends the killing spree, 398 gold. Plenty of EXP. So a nice little gank mid. Did take both the supports coming through to get it, but more than worthwhile. Stop that Rubik from having a truly outrageous start. Still a lot of heroes up top. Poopy Head will pick up a rune, bottle up, and the two supports will head up top with Tidehunter. Ravage is coming off cooldown pretty soon.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As Phantom Lancer died somehow. Timbersaw dived Phantom Lancer and got a kill. I can't believe I missed that. Well, good work by Yes. And sad times for Phantom Lancer. Juggernaut will be pretty happy about that. Getting out ahead in the carry stakes and is still the leader in last hits. Switch over to net worth as we get towards 10 minutes here. And mid lane, Infernal Blade gets the kill. In fact, it was Fadebolt that got the kill on the Lion. Bloodninja picking up this Moonlight, so going for the Yule Scepter, I would suspect, first over the Blink Dagger. And lots of vision around the this part of the map for the Dire side. Got an Observer Ward mid, one over looking at the secret shop in this jungle camp, and one even in their own jungle, just keeping an eye on this river entrance here. Phantom Lancer now not too happy. In fact, pretty unhappy, way down behind the Doom and the Timbersaw in terms of farm, so has some catching up to do. As Yes is starting to get a bit ahead here, has Arcane Boots, just about to finish the Soul Ring, and up to level 8 and up to 3rd in net worth. So top 3 heroes in net worth. 14 Bloodninja, they do lead 5-1. We're 10 minutes in, there's been a smoke here, they're going to try and wrap onto Bloodninja. Ravage is ready. And so is the Laguna Blade for Poopy Head. But they're not going to find the Rubik. Goes to pick up a Bounty Rune. They're going to come top here. But Fob Indian Man too quick with these phase boots, walking away. And it will probably be the Battle Fury for Fob Indian Man. Athena getting very low here, trying to keep up in the farm stakes, but struggling against this Rubik who's stolen the Dragon Slave. Top lane, 3 heroes coming onto Blood Indian Man and Emerald Page. They'll get the Hex, and the Ravage will go through, get the kill on the Crystal Maiden. Can they get the Juggernaut 2? Not enough damage. There's the spin. Rubik is here, throws out the Dragon Slave and the Fade Bolt, and SD is almost dead. Lift onto Wubafet, tries to TP out, get Omni Slashed, and get murdered. It's a 2-for-1 exchange, as meanwhile on the other side of the map, Timbersaw got another solo kill, I think, on that Phantom Lancer. I can only assume, yep. So, yes, having a pretty good time, up to 1,000 gold now, and this Phantom Lancer is having a really bad time. Hasn't finished treads yet and is going to start to fall behind. They did get the kill onto the Juggernaut on the other side though, so holding up the enemy carry a bit, but you'd expect Phantom Lancer to be doing a little bit better than this at the 11-minute mark in the game. 7-3 is the kill score. We'll take a look at the graphs for the first time, and we see Team Bloodninja, as you would expect, about a 6,000 XP advantage and similar in terms of gold, so modest lead at this point. But looking good heading into the mid-game. Gonna see a smoke up here from Crystal Maiden, Timbersaw, and the Doom. Do have Doom ready to be used. And the target will be Poopy Head, most likely. Ward is placed down. They haven't spotted anyone yet. Smoke breaks on Pope Gandalf. And this tower is gone, so these heroes pretty exposed here, but there are 3 heroes. Ravage not yet available. There is a Laguna Blade though, and this may end up coming to nothing as Poopy Head hides in the trees. And Gandalf and Yes reveal themselves. Might still think about going on Wubifet. Gandalf goes in for the body blocks, gets the Infernal Blade off. Frostbite is there as well. Doom onto the Dazzle. Laguna Blade goes through onto Pope Gandalf. That Doom is getting very low and will die to the right clicks from Lina, who is now trying to TP away, getting pretty low, but yes, won't be able to get the kill. Stand in SD running away with Doom on, but not enough to go down. Wubifet got out very deep here, but somehow surviving. SD coming back in now. Lions here as well. Lift from Blood Ninja. Gets the kill onto the Dazzle. And Tidehunter did die as well. So a 2-for-1 exchange in the end. Blood Ninjas turned that around into their favor after taking the early death on the Doom. Lion hiding in the trees where it's safe. And Strenuous under threat from Yes once again. That's another solo kill. Oh, I think all of Timbersaw's kills are on Phantom Lancer. And all of Phantom Lancer's deaths are from Timbersaw. So a good piece of picking here. Sorry, weird noise in my house right now. Poopyhead is invis and close to Pope Gandalf, who's pretty low and getting punched by creeps. So this could be a potential kill. I think the Light Strike away, Laguna Blade, Dragon Slaves combo is going to be enough. There it is, and there's the kill. Oh, and he's going to get the Tranquil Boots as well. Yes, picks up the Tranquil Boots. In fact, doesn't even deny them. Steals the Tranquil Boots of the Doom. Wow. How embarrassing. Doom falls all the way down on net worth below the PL. And man, this PL is so suffering. Just no farm to be had at all. Has Treads finished now, but nothing else in sight. No Vlads. No Diffusal Blade. Whereas we see Juggernaut already heading towards that battlefield. Not super quick timing, but getting there. As we look back to the graphs and see that Blood Ninjas extending their XP lead, gold lead pretty steady. No towers yet taken by the Radiant side, and oh, will we see another yes on Strenuous death? It looks like they might pass like ships in the night. Strenuous goes to get that 15 gold for that last bird, and ooh, manages the doppelganger away. Yes, still in pursuit though, and there's no other heroes here, but yes, we'll say, you know what, I'll let you live this time, Phantom Lancer, and the Timbersaw will walk away. Meanwhile, this Rubik, who is the most farmed hero in the game, has picked up a Hand of Midas and gone into an Aether Lens after that, so not going for the early blink play on this Rubik, going for a little more of a damage focused build, which is interesting. And that Aether Lens obviously helps you get off really good steals and then boost the damage output that you're getting from those spells that you've stolen. So nice item pick up there. Expect to see one online at some point. 4 hero smoke, split 2 and 2. 4 team name taken. They're going to head up towards the bottom rune spot, and looks like they'll find Emerald Page, who's just going into the Roche Pit and might have avoided death here. We'll see. Oh, nope, that here will come the turn on to Emerald Page. Frostbite onto Strenuous, but Dazzle will get the kill. And a nice aggressive ward here. Checking out this mid lane. Not going to be a Roche attempt yet, though. Still too early for either team to take it with any kind of haste.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Didn't really get the nice anchor smash steal there. Pretty useful with that extended range. And there's your Bloodstone from Yes, so expected this first item after Timbersaw's been doing so well. 3-0 and 1. After Brown Boots going for the Bloodstone. And we'll see what sort of success can be had in terms of building up those charges. Poopyhead once more has picked up an Invis rune and gone deep into the enemy jungle. Fob Indian Man and Pope Gandalf are here, but they're heading away towards mid lane. And have they spotted Lina? I saw some pings there. Mech is done on the Tidehunter. And yes, under this ward, Lina was spotted, so I think she may know that something is up. As Yes gets a nice kill onto the Lion there, down in bottom lane, which we missed. Blood Ninja maybe doing well, but still takes a lot of damage from that creep wave. Rubik not a tanky hero. And so much vision from this Dire side. Look at this. 2 wards down here in the Dire jungle. All these sentries around as well. really
Dire's middle tower is
dominating the vision game. Only, well, there's some good wards over here around the secret shop for, although that one just expired for team name taken. There's the Battle Fury, 17 minutes in for the Juggernaut. Pretty good quick timing. So I think Team Ninja, Bloodninjas could feel pretty confident here that they not only are doing well in the early game, but that their late game is going to be pretty secure with Battle Fury on the Juggernaut nice and early on, Bloodstone on the Timbersaw early as well, and this Rubik with the Hand of Midas. They will feel not too worried about this game going on to the 30-40 minute mark, as they're going to have a lot of farm. Doom replaces those lost Tranquil Boots and picks up some drums, and we have a smoke. Bob Indian Man leading the way with the Omni Slash ready to go. Is going to find Killazoid. Smoke breaks but doesn't get the Omni Slash off. Spins to try and catch up, but I'm not sure that was worthwhile. Killazoid will turn back through, get hexed, and Doom goes on to Wobbuffet. Poopyhead arrives as well, but I'm not sure that's a particularly good idea. Yes, we'll chase onto the Lina. Will not get the kill. So just a Lion Death. And I think Team Name Taken will be happy that they didn't lose any more. Wobbuffet heading forward here. Has Ravage. Might want to use it. Gush onto the Doom. Healing Ward is there. And Omni Slash and Doom are both down. No freezing field yet. Fob Indian Man heads forward. Just wants to fight, but takes a ton of damage. Laguna Blade gets the kill. And Blood Ninja now taking some damage over on the side here. Has been slowed up by the Poison Touch. And there's a Yule Scepter from Lina. Light Strike Array combo. That's going to be a dead Rubik. And that's a big kill for Tidehunter. Chasing onto Emerald Page. Now, is Ravage going to go? No, won't be in time to keep the Crystal Maiden from escaping, and they'll chase this Doom off. Yes, stayed alive through all this and has 14 Bloodstone charges, but is behind the fight, not in the middle of it. And they are going forward onto this Doom. Didn't think this dive would go, but with the mech, Team Name Taken turning this around. And yes, has dived in here, and I think it's going to lose some Bloodstone charges for its trouble. Laguna Blade, or no, sorry, that was Finger of Death. And a double kill for the Phantom Lancer, and Team Blood Ninjas hesitate to call this a throw because I don't think they were in that strong a position, but that was definitely some sloppy fighting, especially Yes going in at the end there and dying. Respawns and TPs right back in, down to 9 Bloodstone charges. Can't defend that tower, but we'll clean up these creeps. And we are 20 minutes into the game. Take a look and see a big chunk coming out of the advantage of Blood Ninjas with that last team fight win. Kill score is 10-2, and the push mid lane from Blood Ninjas. Lina looks like might be picking up a Blink Dagger next. We'll see if that is the choice. And Yasha just about complete for Strenuous. And Dazzle's picked up a medallion. Smoke purchased by Crystal Maiden, so I could see a gank attempt from the Radiant side. As Yule Scepter is going to be finished on the Rubik. And Fob Indian Man farming up the jungle. Did die in that last fight, slightly unfortunately, but has 900 gold. Mid lane. Lots of dire heroes waiting around here, especially the smoke popped soon. Well, maybe not. Man, I have a bunch of dropped frames. That makes me sad. I never noticed them while it's happening, only ever after the fact. Emerald Page doing a bit of dewarding here. And we have a bit of a lull. Yes, poking forward in mid into Wobbuffet. This Crystal made no points in ultimate. Level 8. Come on. Gotta let it go. Disappointed. There's the Yule Scepter on Rubik. So no longer top on net worth. Has been eclipsed by the Jug and the Lina. The incredible start that this Rubik had. Slowing down a little bit. Blink Dagger comes out onto the line and the Tide at the same time. So initiation for Team Name Taken just got a lot scarier, and with Ravage and Finger up, this might be the signal to go for an engagement somewhere. Maybe try and create a bit of space for Strenius to farm up more. As we also see, it's going to be more of a right-click build on Poopyhead, going for the Desolator instead of a mana or intelligence-focused item. So with this wave of item pickups, might see Team Ninja try and take a fight, but doesn't particularly look like it. Do you see smoke purchased on Dazzle? As yes, we'll TP in mid alongside Bloodninja 1. And some more heroes heading into the area. Emerald Page is here, and it's going to be a blink on the Juggernaut. Interesting. Has had pretty uncontested farm, so not too much risk of it being punished, but doesn't give you anything beyond mobility. No blink on the Rubik though, and no blink on the Doom either, who's building towards Vlad's. So I suppose maybe Fob Indian Man thinking they need some sort of gap closing here to get in on people in these fights and get off that Omni Slash. So going for the Blink Dagger, not a particularly common pick, especially on safe lane Juggernaut. For the simple reason that it doesn't give you any right click. So 3 hero smoke, Killazoid leads the way, and Fob Indian Man might be caught here. The Lion can get this Hex off. And follow it up with a stun. There's nothing that can be done. Poke Gandalf nearby on the Doom. There's the Blink Hex, followed by the stun. Light Strike Array, Dragon Slave. There's the kill. Lena does have a spell stolen. Dragon Slave taken by the Rubik. But there won't be any follow-up action. Good pick off though. 11 to 12 is the kill score. 24 minutes in, and we'll see if this turns into a push. But it looks like sort of Team Name Taken just trying to buy time for PL to get back into this game a little bit. We'll be going for the Diffusal Blade next item. Maybe finish up the Manta style after that. There's a bit of a push mid lane here, but the wave clear pretty good. Bloodninja with that stolen Dragon Slave and the Fade Bolt able to take out creep waves pretty hastily. Guess is down here bottom lane. Has picked up Boots of Travel after that Bloodstone. It only has 9 charges on it at the moment. And doing some good split pushing, tree chopping things.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And PL does pick up that Lotus Orb. So finally starting to build up some agility, get into some decent levels of damage, and become more of a nuisance in these team fights. So neither team too worried about pushing the pace at the moment. Both seemingly confident in the late game. Mystic Staff will be the choice for Timbersaw. Potential Shiva's Guard pick up next, I would expect. And bottom lane, the push will come with Poopyhead using that Desolator. Punch down this tower, but yes shows up, clears out the creep wave. And that's the end of that. 4 heroes, 4 Team Name Taken in this Radiant jungle. And they have spotted a double damage rune in the river. In fact, all 5 heroes down here, so pretty clumped up. Yes, caught out with the Yule Scepter. Poopyhead has the double damage. Stun from Lion, Light Strike Array, followed by the Laguna Blade. And Wicked 6 streak. Down to 6 Bloodstone charges now on the Timbersaw, and this bottom tower is very dead. Bloodninja is here, but doesn't want to get too much of this. Takes Poopyhead pretty low, but with the Dazzle support there, no real danger. He's going to steal Phantom Lance, not the most useful spell. Rubik Illusion's not really too powerful. And all the outer towers now gone for both sides, although this mid tower might still survive here. TNT is doomed sorry, Wobbuffet is doomed up and will die. So Tidehunter killed, but Phantom Lancer comes in. It looks like this mid tower will be defended, although all of Bloodninjas are here. Strenuous gets caught a little too deep into the river. Grave is used for the save. Yes comes up onto the high ground. Poopyhead very low, but Yes gets stunned up. Shallow Grave was stolen by the Rubik and used to save Yes. Laguna Blade used at a very inappropriate time. Lena goes down after the Tidehunter. Strenuous getting very low, does die as well. Timbersaw eventually is killed by Lion with that Finger of Death. But it's a 4-for-1 exchange as Crystal Maiden kills off the Dazzle. Lion the only one to escape. And this mid tower will go down. And it's now 13-16. And with that fight, Team Ninja comfortably back in control of this game. Things were starting to slip. They were getting picked off a lot. But they won a decisive team fight there. And even up the tower score. And will head into Roshan. And with the healing ward and Lena. Oh no, wait, Lena's on the other team. What am I talking about? So there's no minus armor here really to speak of, so it's going to take a little while to get rid of the Roshan. But Juggernaut with that level 4 Blade Dance doing enough damage. So Juggernaut farming well, but this Timbersaw a little bit of a concern here, not doing great. Killazoid 3000 will be over here doing some dewarding. And Team Name Taken are heading over towards this Roche pit. They might suspect that something's up. Don't know if they're quite going to be in time. Roche is going very slowly. Wobbuffet has Ravage, has Blink available, and I think it's just going to be not in time as the big man goes down. Forbidden India Man clears his inventory, picks it up. Yes is here, gets the Ravage off, and is graved up, so will survive the attack from Yes. And big Ravage goes through. But this fight not going the way of Team Name Taken, as Fob India Man is going to go down. Poopyhead will die. Oh no, Fob India Man survives. So it's a 4-for-0 exchange so far, and Killazoid is being chased. So these team fights, and that wasn't even an Omni Slash used there. Amazing. Bloodninjas will back out though. Not taking too much advantage of that, but got some Bloodstone charges on Yes. And Juggernaut still feeling pretty good about life. 1600 gold. Getting close to Manta style. And there's a blink bought by the Doom. So that mobility increasing now for Bloodninjas. Also there's a blink on the Rubik. This team's starting to get very mobile. To counter all the control on Team Name Taken. And we'll look at the graphs at the 30-minute mark, and Team Name Taken kept it close for a long time there, but with that last couple of exchanges, the lead has grown to beyond 15,000 XP and beyond 14,000 gold. Top tower now being pressured by Fob Indian Man, and will go down. So suddenly just one tower left. Standing outside the base, and Yes, picking up that Octarine core, not going for the Shiva's Guard. So even without that Bloodstone, has pretty good mana situation now. Even without those Bloodstone charges even, and I think we'll be able to take this tower. Strenuous is here, but Yes won't be worried about that. There's a TP coming through. Strenuous will get the deny. TP is from Blood Ninja, who has Lion's Hex stolen. Follows it up with the lift. Steals Doppelgang. There's a Laguna Blade onto Yes, but healing up with that Octarine core, spinning in the creep wave. So not too worried at all. 5 heroes from Team Name Taken down on the bottom lane now, as all of Team Blood Ninjas are collapsing, and we could see another team fight here. And if this one goes the way of Team Ninjas, it could be the end of the game. Juggernaut finishes the Manta style. Rubik looking for a good steal here, has Doppelganger again, which not super useful. Emerald Page hanging back as the other 4 heroes push this creep wave up to mid lane, but pinging out on Wobbuffet. Want to try and get a pick off outside the base before they go high ground. Or do they? Bit of indecision, running back and forth. Looks like Jog will push in the mid lane. Only 2 minutes left on this Aegis. Blood Ninja pops out some yellow Rubik illusions. And suddenly Blood Ninja pretty isolated, nearly caught out by Wubafet there, blinks away just in the nick of time. Gem picked up by the Crystal Maiden, so they want to restrict all this vision, and now we're going to see a fight. Emerald Page comes in, there's the Omni Slash, and it bounces beautifully across two different heroes, gets the kill on the Dazzle straight away, nearly gets the kill on Poopy Head. Meanwhile, Ravage going on the back of the fight, but it's not enough to get the kill. Gandalf has put the Doom out, didn't see who it went on to, probably no one useful, and there's one kill for Strenuous onto the Doom, able to get out after that. But it's a 2-for-1 exchange. Yes was pushing top this entire time. Creep waves being kept out on all lanes. We'll see which one they really choose to push into here. Lina does have buyback, and Laguna Blade wasn't used in that fight. But Strenuous caught out, uses Doppelganger to get away. Blood Ninja not willing to chase too deep here. We'll use up that illusion. It doesn't look like Blood Ninjas want to be too aggressive here, as Drums of Endurance picked up, so not choosing to complete that Manta style. Phantom Lancer feeling like it would just take too long, so going for a slightly more fight now, stats now kind of item. Yes has this gem here, and the vision now almost totally in the control of the Dire side, but still not willing to push uphill. This Aegis will expire very soon, and it looks like Blood Ninjas just aren't fully confident in going uphill quite yet, and they're going to wait for another round of items, potentially another Aegis of the Immortal, as their current one has expired. Juggernaut has 3,000 gold. As we see, yes, continue to just keep these waves pushed up while Juggernaut farms, using this Blink Dagger to get around the jungle super fast. And the pressure staying high on Team Name Taken. They are grouping up a bit now. We might see this uphill push finally come. No Aegis now, but Ravage is down. Up in 6 seconds though, so Team Name Taken could try and turn this here. Definitely some decent spacing from Blood Ninjas, as Yes will poke up uphill, clear through this creep wave, and Bidden Indian Man take down the tower. Onto the racks now, blinks away from the Light Strike array. Yes now taking a bit of damage, and Doom blinks forward, tries to get the Doom off, gets it onto the Lina. That's not going to get a kill, but will take the Lina out of the fight. Here comes Omni Slash, bounces onto the Lion, gets the kill. After that onto Strenuous, but Shallow Grave will keep Strenuous alive. There's a good Ravage, hits onto 3. Fabindia Man is just hitting the barracks though, and there's 3 dead for Team Name Taken with no buyback, and wouldn't surprise me to see a GG after this. Not sure what Lina and Phantom Lancer can do to defend this, as Blood Ninjas head straight onto the mid tower. Still 30 seconds before any more heroes come up. Yes, doing a ton of damage to Strenuous, and in fact Blood Ninja's support will be enough to get the kill. No buyback on the Phantom Lancer now. It's definitely going to be mid barracks, and I think that's the end of this game. I think Team Blood Ninjas are going to take this. And yes, Strenuous gives the GG. 36 minutes in, 26-14's kill score. Not a super action-packed game, and not a completely straightforward one for Ninja. They lost some team fights in the mid game there, but held strong and came through in the end. This Juggernaut pick working out for them, and the mid Rubik doing pretty good stuff as well. Impressive lane performance from Blood Ninja 1. And this Timbersaw did pretty well early on, but died. Got those 3 deaths pretty much all straight after getting the Bloodstone, which I think was a little unfortunate. But apart from that, a good Juggernaut performance. Team Name Taken definitely shouldn't be too upset about that game. It had some very good play. Poopy Head on the Lina got some good kills. Phantom Lancer a little disappointing, didn't do well in lane and struggled for farm throughout the entire game, only 330 gold per minute. Oh, great. So, Team Bloodninjas take game 1 against Team Name Taken. I will take a short break from commentary, and game 2 will be with you as soon as it is ready. Welcome back to the Reddit Dota 2 League Season 9 Pacific Standard Time Sunday Division. This is a best of 2 matchup between Team Bloodninjas and Team Name Taken that is currently led 1-0 by Team Bloodninjas. Actually almost forgot which team had won that game there for a second. But yes, it was Team Bloodninjas that took it, behind a pretty good performance by Forbidden Ninja Man on the safe lane Juggernaut, and a good off lane Timbersaw, and a very unconventional mid lane Rubik. So I'm Jamsco, by the way, your caster, in case you didn't know. And this is game 2 of that best of 2. So see bans coming out identical to game 1 so far. Team Name Taken banned the Morana and Phoenix in the first phase, going for the Alchemist instead of the Phoenix this time. And we'll see if Team Bloodninjas choose to target the any of the picks the Team Name Taken using Team 1 in game 1. Maybe the Lion, which was a pretty good support pick for them. But no, they go with the same Zeus Invoker ban duo that they used in game 1. Will be Team Bloodninjas on the Dire and Team Name Taken on the Radiant once again, as it was in game 1.
10 seconds remaining.
And first pick will come now for Team Name Taken. They went for the Lion Tidehunter opening, and I think the Tidehunter in particular was very effective for them. Lion maybe not quite as much so, but still a very good all-round support pick and a good first pick, in that it doesn't really give away anything about your strategy, so no reason not to go back to it again, and they do. Team Bloodninjas first picked a Doom in game 1, which was pretty effective. Utility hero, didn't get a lot of kills, and so a lot of the Dooms I think were not sort of super effective. Was less using Doom to try and lock down a hero and kill him, and more just to eliminate a hero from the fight at the beginning of it. Pretty good, certainly against a hero like Alina, who's very reliant on being able to get spells off with low cooldowns. To just say, nope, you have to leave the fight now. So, with the Phoenix ban being escaped this time, Team Bloodninjas will go for the Phoenix pick. Not a hero that they've run in matches that Dotabuff is aware of, at least. But even with that Sunray cooldown nerf, Team Bloodninjas still happy with the Firebird. And they picked 2 supports first in game 1, so let's see if they stick to that pattern with their second pick here. They'd obviously played the Crystal Maiden last game, but played Lich, Venge in the past, and no, they go for the Faceless Void pickoff. Has been played mostly in the off lane to varying degrees of success in matches that I've cast. And now Team Name Taken will have their last pick of the first phase of picks, and then we'll head into some more bans.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Night Stalker.
And it's a Night Stalker pick. Interesting. Has been run once before by Team Name Taken in a loss against an unknown team in a match that went very late, hour and 9 minutes. And we'll start to see a second round of bans. Drow Ranger was also banned out by Team Name Taken in game 1. Bloodninjas targeting the mid lane and getting rid of the Queen of Pain. And these are... Void is the
10 seconds remaining.
slow mini stun, and Fear is the silence. Gotta remember this stuff. So
Reserve time.
Lots of control with these first 2 picks from Team Name Taken. We'll see if Night Stalker is going to be a support role or if it's going to be in the offlane. Night Stalker can do okay from that offlane jungle camp with the Iron Talon, but not fantastic jungle hero. Dazzle's banned out by Team Bloodninjas was used to pretty good effect by Team Name Taken in game 1. Some good graves from SD
10 seconds remaining.
on the Dazzle for Team Name Taken. And one very good stolen by the Rubik shallow grave as well in that match. Final ban of the second phase for Team Name Taken. They have followed the same ban pattern as in game 1 and banned out Storm at this point in that game. But no, going for the Doom ban.
Dire team pick.
And now Team Bloodninjas will make their third pick. We'll start to find out where this Faceless Void is heading. And it's looking like a safe lane Faceless Void as the Darkseer's picked up. My favorite hero will be taking the offlane role, one would expect. But it's early on in the draft, so Team Name Taken have a chance to try and pick a safe lane hero that's not going to be too put off by the double Ion Shell creep waves. So I doubt we're going to see a Phantom Lancer here, or a Phantom Assassin for that matter. But Anti-Mage is a good pick against Darkseer. If you get early levels and mana break, just prevent those Ion Shells from ever being cast. Or a ranged hero, and Gyrocopter is ranged. I'm not sure Gyrocopter's range is actually enough to get away from the Ion Shells. But Team Bloodninjas quickly pick up the Abaddon, so that'll be their second support. And they'll just be looking for a mid lane hero. You can see Abaddon played mid, certainly. Not out of the question. We did see Bloodninjas play a Rubik mid last game, so no strangers to unconventional mid lane hero picks.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
And Keeper of the Light will be the fourth pick from Team Name Taken, so it does look like that Night Stalker will be in the off lane then. And it'll be Keeper and Lion supporting the Gyrocopter in the safe lane. Rocket Barrage pretty much unlimited, thanks to the Chakra Magic, and two very mana durable supports there with the Lion and Keeper of the Light both able to sustain themselves. Team Bloodninja ban out the Lina, so targeting the mid lane, which is the last hero that Team Name Taken will need to draft, and Bloodninja's also probably picking up a mid laner with their last pick, so I'd expect to see a mid lane ban here from Team Name Taken. Don't think it'll be the Rubik again, but who knows.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
And it is a mid lane targeted ban with the Tinker being taken out by Team Name Taken. They will now have their last pick. They have 40 seconds to choose a mid laner.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Morphling.
And it'll be the Morphling last pick, so it could be Morphling safe lane and Gyrocopter mid actually. Not sure which way around that'll go. But Team Name Taken, I believe, ran a morph. Yes, they ran a morph 2 weeks ago in a victory against Reddit Dota Rejects. So let's see how well Team Name Taken can do with that pick. And the Leshrac will be the mid lane pick for Team Bloodninjas. So interesting drafts here. Some heroes that aren't usually seen, like the Morphling and the Night Stalker. the Abaddon and the Leshrac. So I'm not sure how this one will play out. I think Team Ninja probably will have the edge going into the late game here. But it'll be close. I mean, Morphling can be a monster in the super late game. We'll see if it's the super aggressive shotgun build or a more balanced right-click based build. Strenuous, the captain, getting out of base very quickly. Knows what's going on. And we have a pause as Blood Ninja 1's disconnected, but is back now. And Strenuous wants a second. And we're back underway here. Oops. Fix some stuff here. Okay, let's introduce the team. So for the Radiant side, team name taken, trying to make this a 1-on-1 split after losing game 1. Captain Stranius will be on the Morphling, currently heading down towards the safe lane. Poopyhead will be on the Gyrocopter. Still not sure which one of those is going mid and which one's going safe lane. Killazoid 3000 will play the Lion, same as in Game 1. SD will be on the creepy horse dude, Keeper of the Light, and Wubafet in the off lane on the Night Stalker. For the Dire side and Team Blood Ninja, the Captain Yes will take the Abaddon, presumably to the off lane. Could see Jewel off lane with Indifferent playing the Darkseer here alongside Yes. Blood Ninja 1 will be in the mid lane on the Leshrac. Pope Gandalf will be supporting the safe lane on the Phoenix, and farming the safe lane will be Fob Indian Man on the Faceless Void. Indifferent and Yes hanging around bottom lane near to a lot of Radiant heroes, but not getting into any fights yet.
Battle begins.
And very aggressive, greedy build from Indifferent here, not going for the usual stout shield, but instead going straight for the Sage's Mask, so he's going to go for a very quick Soul Ring, and with Yes here to support, I think there's nothing too wrong with that. You see SD starting out mid lane, just popping down a ward here to help out Poopyhead spot those split earth cast animations. And we'll see who gets the edge mid, as it will be the Gyrocopter taking that lane with the Morphling in the safe lane. Here come that double Ion Shell creep wave from Indifferent, and is going to have that. In fact, going very aggressive, 3 Ion Shells on the first creep wave, 1 on himself, 2 on the creeps, and is going to have that Soul Ring after the first couple creep waves, I think, with some luck on the last hits. And this offlane tower might not last, the safe lane tower might not last very long. Oh, Indifferent gets the salve cancelled there, the clarity cancelled there very quickly, that's a shame. But with the Aphotic Shield and the Ion Shell, could be pretty tough for Killazoid and Strenuous to keep this tower up for a long time. Looks like dual lanes for both teams, as SD is head up over to this off lane. We'll be able to pump mana into Night Stalker for lots of void damage harass. But Fob Indian Man getting good farm so far, 8-0. And mid lane slightly favouring the Leshrac so far, 7-5 to the 5-1 of the Gyrocopter, but still very close in the early going. And this is the agony of facing the Darkseer. You've got to be under tower to last hit, and it's just very tricky. And Strenius getting super low to all of the Ion Shell damage. Doesn't have the range to stay away from it. There's the Soul Ring, so these Ion Shells aren't going to stop, and Strenius had to ferry out another set of tangos and a healing salve there, so wasted money really for your safe lane carry. It's going to waveform out, but that's a little dangerous. Is going to get a lot of punches. Yes, goes forward with the aphotic shield and the ion shell, but takes a lot of tower damage on the way back out. Now with that level 2 lightning storm, Poopyhead is going to start to have a harder time with this harass. Has the bottle, waiting for it to come out. Blood Ninja also just buying the bottle and having it ferried out, so even in the mid lane, more or less. Up top, nice Hadouken there onto Fob Indian Man from the Satyr Tormentor. As the Faceless Void is our leader in last hits at this early point in the game. Backdar doing pretty well in all 3 lanes. Getting good farm on at least one hero. And I think we will probably see a pretty quick mech on Indifferent. Based on the rate of farm so far. Not getting too much damage onto this tower, so Strenny's doing an okay job of pulling the aggro, but look, already down to just 3 tangos, so burning through a huge amount of regen and not getting very many last hits, only 7 so far, equal with this Abaddon in fact on last hits, so very good disruptive duel off lane from Blood Ninja here, keeping this Morphling down, and a Morphling that gets far behind can be a sad thing to see. Can flash farm a little bit, so we'll see if there are some jungle stacks. Looks like Stranius will be doing a bit of stacking for now. And Blood Ninja chasing Poopyhead up to this top rune, but no split earth. So Blood Ninja will send the bottle back on the Crow. And Gyrocopter will have a little while with a mana advantage here in the mid lane. Bottom lane, we do see SD pick up an invisibility rune just in time to survive a gank rotation. There are now 3 heroes in the bottom lane. As first nighttime has come and Wobbuffet has come mid, but Yes is here anticipating this rotation to defend Blood Ninja, so thinking that this Night Stalker would be doing something in the first nighttime. Does get the slow out onto Blood Ninja, but it's not enough. And Yes chasing forward, trying to get a bit of return damage. Poopyhead though just letting the flak fly, and not the greatest rotation for Wobbuffet. Might want to go in for some more here. Only has level 2 Void, and is going to cast it onto Yes. Will run away without too much trouble thanks to the nighttime, but Yes is pretty quick too, has boots, and First Blood will go Rocket Barrage onto the Shrek, enough to get the kill, and that's going to get level 5, and the cooldown will hit, and that's going to be a double kill for Poopyhead. Great start for this Gyrocopter. Poke Gandalf will TP in, but the Sunray will now be on cooldown for 26 whole seconds without having achieved anything. And Gyrocopter will head back to the tower. So that first nighttime ending up working out okay for the Night Stalker. Didn't look like it was going to, but at the 3rd time of asking was able to get that gank to work. Nice mana drain there onto Indifferent. And Strenny is getting very low, and it looks like there's going to be a dive here. TP comes through from Poopyhead, trying to turn this back onto Yes. Stun from Killazoid from the back onto Indifferent, who has no mana and is being sucked off. Rocket Barrage will do a ton of damage. They want to get both of these kills. There goes the Abaddon to the waveform. Keeper of the Light actually getting the kill, and Indifferent will be shot in the back by Poopyhead. So it's 4-0, 6 minutes in. Team name taken off to a great start. The laning was a little shaky. Weren't doing so well on the last hits, but getting the kills here and starting to get their way settled into this game. Faceless Void's been farming this whole time though. As Tread's finished, 800 gold on top of that. Wobbuffet now up here, making the use of these last minutes of life, nighttime to get some last hits. Is up to level 5 now, so we'll have darkness available during the first daytime after the first night, which is good. That means you're sort of maximizing the amount of time that you're spending in the darkness, which is always what you want. That's the Night Stalker. I want to be able to have one darkness to get off during every daytime at least. Indifferent will have slowed down that mech a little bit by dying there, but still farming well. 24 last hits, nearly level 6. And there are 3 heroes from the Dire as Pope Gandalf rotates down bottom. But SD and Killzoy 3000 are both here as well. Mana drain onto the Abaddon. And we have a tri-lane versus tri-lane all of a sudden here. Pushing forward. But just poking and prodding here. Killzoy 3000 might be the one that's caught out now. Turns around and gets the Hex onto Yes, but this is a pretty quick Abaddon with the Windlace. Lots of mana leaks. 2 points in mana leak and no points in Illuminate. Interesting build here from SD. Pretty sort of defensive, protective build with no damage. Poopyhead came through here, maybe looking to fight. And leaving the mid lane for now, which is leaving this Leshrac a lot of farm. So despite these kills, I think this game is probably pretty close when we look at the graphs, because Blood Ninja is farming a lot on this Leshrac, as is the Void. Take a quick look and see that yes, Blood Ninjas are leading in the XP despite those kills, and gold just about even. Pope Gandalf is hexed, but is able to get away, and now Poopyhead is going to come in. Call down will miss though. Stun onto the Abaddon will get him low. Aphotic Shield keeps Yes up for a little while, but it's not enough. There's the kill. Dominating streak on this Gyrocopter, 1600 gold already, and looking pretty happy. We'll head on over to net worth. Gyro is at the top, with Void and Leshrac the next two heroes. And just a one-on-one in this Radiant offlane at the moment. Wobbuffet versus Fob Indian Man. Neither one really able to get out ahead of the other. And still 3 heroes bottom from TNT, wanting to get some farm onto this Morphling, who has finished the Ring of Aquila and picked up the Ring of Health. Could be the Lincoln Sphere first item, seems pretty probable. Whereas Poopyhead, it looks like we'll be going for the Yasha first. So it could be a nice quick S and Y. And a Vanguard is picked up by Faceless Void, so a bit of early game survivability. Not much damage or attack speed yet on Fob Indian Man, so Chronosphere is going to be kind of tough to get kills with. Do have the Sun Ray, and of course the ideal is to have Blood Ninja on the outside of the Chronosphere and shitting Leshrac damage into it. So that's the dream. Yes, chasing SD here, but we won't see a fight. And we reach a little bit of a lull around the 10-minute mark here. Quickly take a look at the graphs again. 1500 XP lead, pretty negligible. And we do see this graph just tending towards Team Blood Ninjas as there are no kills going on, as they are still farming the map a little more efficiently. Indifferent now up top and helping Forbidden Man to push. Thinking even about diving, it is daytime, so Wobbuffet not super fast. There'll be a defensive TP, and the Void is used on Indifferent. Another TP will come through, so this tower will be defended, and Poopyhead might want to fight now. Darkness is available, it could be used. But 3 heroes now in this northwest corner for both teams, and it doesn't look like either side particularly wants to fight right now. As mid lane, we're going to see it go. Blood Ninja with the Pulse Nova on, getting a lot of damage onto Killzoy, but it's not enough. Wobbuffet arrives, turns on the Darkness, and gets the kill. Takes a lot of damage from hanging around in the Diabolic Edict after there, but that's a good kill. That Leshrac was very farmed, and slowing down that Bloodstone. A good move by Wobbuffet. So this White Stalker working out pretty well so far, I would say. Looks like we'll be heading towards an armlet. And there's a fight top lane. Call down was used, didn't get a kill. And the Horseman has died. Poopyhead on the run, being chased by Indifferent. Yes, and Forbidden Man. Time walk forward. No bashes. Still no bashes. And the stun completely whiffs from Killzoy, but the finger does not. Abaddon goes down. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Wobbuffet heading straight forward onto Pope Gandalf, but taking a lot of damage. Killzoy tries to save, but will go down. So 2 kills at the last there, as it ends up being a 3-for-1 exchange all told. SD comes in and gets the mana leak off. About 4 heroes from Team Ninja pushing now in this mid lane, and Blood Ninja getting some good kills in that fight. Might be able to get this mid lane. No, not going to use the Diabolic Edict. Has gone for max Diabolic Edict, so wants to be taking towers, I think. Strenuous has been catching up bottom lane while this has all been happening. Farming pretty well, up to 4th place on net worth. Completed this Perseverance, heading towards the Lincoln Sphere. Yes is here though, and we do see Indifferent rotating around as well, but Strenuous will just TP out and there's nothing to stop it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gyrocopter 4-0-2, farming up the jungle. Hasn't gone for the early Helm of the Dominator. 1,000 gold after the Yasha. Picks up the Ogre Club, so could go for a quick BKB stop off here, but I think the S and Y might be the choice since Gyro's feeling pretty confident and feeling pretty ahead. SD might be caught out here. Indifferent goes to chase, but not quite quick enough to close the gap. Does have a point in wall now and close to finishing that
Radiant's bottom tower is
mechanism, probably around the 15-minute mark. It will be done. So not quite as quick as could have been. There's one death on this Darkseer and has rotated around some fights rather than just staying in one spot. And sort of a carry build on Yes here on this Abaddon. Has the Phase Boots and the Windlace Orb of Venom so far. So really going for a build to help you run people down. Wobbuffet is here. It's nighttime. Throws the Void out onto Yes. Not using the Crippling Fear though. And SD taking a lot of damage from this Ion Shell. The Mist Coil will get SD very low. Won't be enough for the kill though. Yes, still chasing and has support now. Bloodninjas here. So is Pope Gandalf. But team name taken will retreat out and avoid any confrontation. May sacrifice their safe lane tower in exchange. Meanwhile, top lane, Gyrocopter fighting Faceless Void. Chronosphere is there, but there's not enough mana for it. And so Poopyhead will drive away the purple man. TNT Strenuous comes in on the backside and gets the shotgun off, but it's not quite. Gets the shotgun adaptive strike waveform even off on the backside. Not enough for the kill though. And it's going to be safe lane for safe lane exchange. No, I think Team Bloodninjas will defend their safe lane tower here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So even on towers now, one taken by each team as Light Stalker finishes up the armlet. So getting a bit scarier here is going to be able to dish out some damage. Armlet did take a little nerf in this afternoon's patch. Omnidine Man and Wobbuffet say hello to each other.
Dire's middle tower
And the top lane push is coming in earnest now. Creep lane cleared out. 4 heroes here, 5 heroes in fact. And wow, Indifferent was really in a bad spot. Didn't realize that was actually a dire hero there. Just assumed these were all Radiant heroes. So the Darkseer dies, and that's before completing mech as well. So this mech now going to be a slow mech rather than
has fallen.
what you expect from a Darkseer. TPs are coming mid lane after taking that tower, trying to defend this push as Blood Ninja has the Diabolic Edict turned on and is about 1,000 gold away from getting that Bloodstone. I've seen a lot of early Bloodstone purchases go bad over the past couple days. We'll see if the Leshrac for Team Blood Ninjas will have any more success. And it looks like it might be Vlad's next on Yes. Oh, as well, Blood Ninja had more things than I thought, so just needing the recipe for that. Bloodstone, Pope Gandalf trying desperately to... Doesn't even have boots on this Phoenix yet. Well, that's a sad Phoenix. And Faceless Void, 2,700 gold, so plenty of money. 0-0-3, has no deaths yet. Might be spotted by Strenuous, who is getting closer and closer to that
Dire's bottom tower
Lincoln
is
Sphere.
under attack.
Come here, Lion. Lion working towards the Blink Dagger, 1,500 gold, so not too far away from it. And the Sang and Yang has been completed on the Gyrocopter. Should probably head for a BKB next. So yes, we'll take some horse lasers to the face. And a scan will actually spot something rarely. So this off-lane push that's coming from... or that I'm anticipating, at least a little bit from Team Ninja, should be spotted.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Strenuous and Wobbuffet will rotate through here to defend it. Both teams playing a little cautiously at the minute. And Blood Ninja, with this Heavy diabolic build. I'd expect to see the team focusing more on tower pushes, but hasn't been happening for them. Bottom lane, yes, and SD
Dire's bottom
fighting
tower
back
is
and
under
forth,
attack.
but neither one able to get the better of the other. Bottom lane, Kilozoid 3000 and Poopy Header smoked up. Yes is very isolated here. SD coming in from the side, and this high speed captain tries to get away, but TP cancelled. Not sure why there. I don't think there was any spells used. And yes, ultimate will keep the Abaddon alive, and Pope Gandalf is here as well, but Call Down is going to go. That's a very dead Phoenix. Bloodninjas here as well. Turns on the Pulse Nova, doing a lot of damage. Indifference there as well, but they're both getting pretty low. Wall used back there, and that's a dead Gyrocopter. Dead Keeper of the Light. So good fight from Team Bloodninja, losing the Phoenix at the start of the fight, but getting off their other spells pretty effectively and doing a good job. Lots of money on this Void now. Needs to buy an item. So a bit of a turnaround from Team Bloodninja. They were starting to fall behind a little bit. 18 minutes into the game. We'll look at the graphs and we'll see TNT had pulled ahead in XP and built up a 3,000 gold lead, but that victory in that Team 514 Ninja will start to eat into that. There's the Bloodstone from Bloodninja. Hopefully we'll be able to get the first charge on it right now, as Wobbuffet has been caught in the Chronosphere. Bloodninja turns on the damage. There's a nice vacuum through there. Darkness is popped, but it's not going to be enough, and Wobbuffet will go down to the Darkseer. So, +1 Bloodstone charges nice and quickly. Meanwhile, Kilozoid 3000 farms up bottom and gets this Blink Dagger. Mech is coming on the Keeper of the Light, but has already been completed by Indifference. So not a super quick mech, but this push is starting to get pretty scary here, with the Vlads also just being finished by the Abaddon. Call Down will come through mid lane, will catch 3 heroes, but there's no follow-up, and Yes arrives. And the mech is popped and everyone's healed back up. This mid tower getting low, not in deny range yet. Gandalf dives across the river to escape. Meanwhile, Stranius is pushing this off lane and has completed the Lincoln Sphere. So these two carries from TNT still on top in net worth, still pretty scary. 2,000 gold on Poopy Head. We'll see if it is the BKB next. Bloodninja trying to get onto Stranius here, has waveform, so should be able to just get into the trees and TP away. Stun will come out, not in time. Good accuracy though, good guess about the right location. There's an Invis Gyrocopter here in the Radiant Jungle and a smoked up Keeper of the Light, so there's going to be a push mid. Indifference going to be caught out here. Mana Drain, Call Down, Rocket Barrage. Wobbuffet even comes in from the side for a little bit as well. And that's a dead Gyrocopter hanging around the enemy secret shop, but Bloodninjas are all here. Could think about fighting this. Wobbuffet heads right out into the open to throw out that void, as it is nighttime. And smoke has been used by Team Bloodninjas, but they seem a little reluctant to initiate here. Team Name Taken are scattering out through their jungle, and Stranius pushes onto this bottom tower now, and it will go down undefended. So all the outer towers have now been taken by Team Name Taken. And they lead 10-6 in the kill score. And Faceless Void has picked up a Sacred Relic. Is this the Radiance Void? I think I've heard about this. I'm trying to remember, maybe I saw this in a pub game or something. I guess evasion's good, right? And you do damage in Chronosphere? I don't know. I'm not sure about this. Not sure about this at all.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
That mid tower is now finally cleared up, and so is that Morphling Replicate. pesky, pesky thing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And a strong push mid lane here from Bloodninjas. Meanwhile, Faceless Void got caught out top and killed by Gyrocopter. Sacred Relic not really doing much to help the purple man's survivability. Mubafet charges through mid lane. Swagger, 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 because it's nighttime. And Faceless Void will have that Radiance available after the 30-second respawn timer is up. Blood Ninja going very far forward here. Gets hexed by Killazoid. Has Pulse Nova turned on. And the Finger of Death will come through. But the laser beam from Phoenix keeping everyone alive. Poopy Head getting very low. Eventually goes down to the Leshrac. Pulse Nova damage. Stun. And a great dive in from the Phoenix. It's a 2-for-2 exchange. Darkseer went down in that fight somewhere that I didn't notice, but a great kill onto the Gyrocopter. Killazoid 3000 still here trying to hold off this push, but Blood Ninja will have Diabolic Edict in a few seconds, and I think this tower will go down if it is going to be used, but won't be enough to save this tower. And up to 15 Bloodstone charges, so doing pretty well on this Leshrac. That's 2300 gold. Picked up the Plate Mail, so it might be a Shiva's Guard next for Blood Ninja. Anything with a Mystic Staff really is good. Abaddon has a Medallion of Courage as well. And it's Boots of Travel on Leshrac, so going for a sort of split pushing build here, wanting to be able to hop out to all these side lanes and keep the pressure on Team Name Taken. And Team Name Taken starting to feel maybe a little on the back foot. They took all those outer towers, but lost a couple fights there. Take a look at the graphs. Team Name Taken are extending their lead still, but it's very close. 1500 XP, not very much at this stage in the game, and less than 2000 gold, so a close game here in game 2. Still anyone's to take. Gyrocopter's on top of the net worth, but pretty much equal with the Leshrac. Morphling also very close, and then there's a bit of gap to this Faceless Void, who has picked up its Bloody Radiance. I mean, I don't know. I guess damage is good, right? It's plus 65 damage. Doesn't hurt. See if it's a Manta style next to get more Radiant Solutions out. And mid lane, Wobbuffet coming around on the wrap. Goes with the Silence and the Void onto Pope Gandalf, but the dive away will be in time. And the bird will survive. Call down didn't really hit on anything. TP's coming through. Looks like Ninja might want to counter initiate. Have Chronosphere available, but not quite able to catch anyone out just yet. SD is going to throw a nice Horse Laser across the river here and hit 4. That always feels good. Chronosphere is used just onto the Morphling. Will it be enough to get the kill? Strength Morph is going this whole time, and it's not going to do it. Fabian D-Man out of mana, gets Hex. Good Earth Spike onto 2. Blood Ninja's getting low. The lasers healing this whole time. Now Poopy Head comes in. Flak damage going through. Wobbuffet's low. Indifference low. No one's dead quite yet. Mechanisms popped. There's the egg on the back lines, but too far away to do anything, so only the Night Stalker going down in that fight to the Faceless Void. Didn't see exactly where it happened down in the forest here, so a pretty close fight. There's Blink on the Darkseer, but it feels like Blood Ninja are getting the upper hand in these team fights despite the small disadvantage that they've been at in net worth. This Gyrocopter hasn't been able to get out all the damage. Going for MKB next, not the BKB, as Blood Ninjas take another tower in quick succession. Strenuous has to go bottom to defend there. Poopy had about 1,200 gold away from that MKB. And as far as major items on the dire side go, there will be a Yasha soon for this Faceless Void. Yes has 1,000 gold on top of the medallion. Energy booster picked up by Pope Gandalf. Not sure what the eventual goal will be with this item. Could be the Octarine core eventually, but not happening very quickly. And we just saw the blink picked up by Indifferent on the Darkseer. The Shrag, meanwhile, could just be a casual plate mail actually, as has gone for the point booster next. So it could be heading for either one of the Aghanim Scepter or Octarine core as the next item. As we have a little bit of lolly action. As in game 1, not a huge number of kills here. 12 to 9 at 26 minutes. Both teams playing a little cautiously, trying not to feed. But this has allowed the Void to catch up here, and it's now very close across all positions of the game in terms of where the farm is distributed across both teams. Yes is chasing into Killazoid 3000 here, is turned into a little frog and then will be stunned, mana drained as well, but here comes the rest of the dire side. Darkness is popped. Wobbuffet trying to come in around the side onto Indifferent, can't get the silence off though. Yes continues to chase the Horseman. Wobbuffet caught out in the Chronosphere, is going to go down, no, just barely survives running away, but the Shrek gets the last hit. Morphling is here now, Replicate's out though, nice Earth Spike onto 2. Only 1 kill so far, same as in that previous fight. Night Stalker, the only one who's going down. Dire do want more here, and wow, yes, getting just low enough to trigger the ultimate, and Strenuous Waveforms in, cleans up the Phoenix, making this a 1-for-1. Lincoln Sphere popped, and there's the bash on the TP. Strenuous is going to go down for this. The Shrek is here, and there's plenty of damage despite the strength morph. Yes, able to escape though. SD now slowed up by the Chain Lightning, but will be able to escape the Lightning Storm even, although Indifference here has been hexed up. Could be a turnaround kill potentially. No, will not be. So 28 minutes in, 13-11 is the kill score. This game very closely balanced. Blood Ninja pushing this bottom lane. Could be close to an item here. Chooses to buy. Wobbuffet wants to fight, but Indifference here as well, and I don't think this would be wise. Goes in anyway, gets the Void onto Blood Ninja. Up to 18 Bloodstone charges now, so lots of regen to deal with. Wobbuffet still chasing onto Blood Ninja. No support just yet. Indifference here, and Surge is away. Blood Ninja and Indifferent will TP. Safely out. No harm, no foul. Starting to work towards that Aghanim Scepter. Just 800 gold away is Wobbuffet, so that vision advantage will be there pretty soon. The Darkseer, Fallbending Man, has completed the Yasha after the slightly ridiculous Radiance pickup. And is starting to farm quite well. Here's the call down, but just a sort of trolling call down that Gyrocopter will drop and then run away. Has finished the MKB, bought a Morbid Mask, 800 gold after that. So not going for this BKB early on, despite all the magic damage coming out from the Leshrac and the Phoenix. A little surprised about that. And once again, a little bit of a lull in this game. We're heading towards the 30-minute mark now. Looks like Team Blood Ninjas are thinking about Roshan. They've been spotted by this Radiant Observer Ward. They do choose to go in. We'll see the graphs at 30 minutes. And Blood Ninjas do have a lead now. 2,000 EXP, 3,000 gold. Not a huge lead, but they've turned around the advantage the Team Name Taken had in the early game. Team Name Taken also thinking about this Roshan. All 5 heroes in the area now. They were more interested in stopping Team Blood Ninjas from taking it than from taking it themselves, as Strenuous will complete the Manta style. So getting a lot of stats now with all of the various ultimate orbs built into all the items. Smorphling starting to get scarier and scarier, and it's going to be a 5-man push bottom for Team Name Taken. 3 to defend so far for Blood Ninjas, and Killazoid almost getting caught out there. Shivas has been built instead of finishing up that Ags, and that gets a quick kill onto the Lion. SD now caught out and being chased away. Chronosphere goes on the back lines, but there was nothing there. I think maybe a hero TP'd out, but 2 kills on the 2 supports, so good stuff from Blood Ninjas. Bit of a poor disengage from TNT, didn't manage to turn that fight around at any point, and the kill score is now even at 13-13, and that will be the Roshan. Will take a little while here. Medallion on, yes, and in fact fully upgraded Solar Crest now, speeding it up a little bit, and there is the predicted Manta style for Faceless Void, so we'll be able to send those Manta illusions out to cut Creep Wave and things like that, and your Ags onto Wobbuffet. Nighttime about to end, but we'll have some good chances to use Darkness in the daytime, maximize the time spent with that vision advantage. There's the Roshan kill, goes onto the Void, and looks like we'll see a push bottom lane potentially with the Roche. Team Bloodninjas now feeling like it's time to get aggressive in this game. 20 Bloodstone charges on Blood Ninja 1. Leshrac doing really well after buying the Bloodstone. Has to be happy. There is a counter push top lane, so both teams pushing the opposing team's safe lane. We'll see how long Stranius stays up here and if they're able to force a rotation back, or if Blood Ninja decide to just go for broke regardless. And it looks like it will be going for broke. Stranius is up punching on this tower. Glyph is popped, so is this going to be a full-on base race? Who is going to break and TP back first? Keeper of the Light, great at being a nuisance here and slowing this push down. And we might even have a base race. There are now 3 heroes top lane from team name taken. Indifferent has TP'd back, but... And in fact, now TPs are coming back. So Blood Ninjas blink first. They want to defend their barracks. It's getting very low. But Stranius has been backed into the wall. Getting so low. Needs one more punch on this melee barracks. Won't get it. Stranius, in fact, going back in, but will be chronosphered. Killazoid 3000 comes in on the side. Gets the kill onto the building in exchange for the life of the Morphling. Meanwhile, bottom lane, yes, is being chased out. So towers were traded. Damage onto the ranged barracks on both sides, but the melee going down for team name taken. So a bit of a sloppy exchange across the map there, and one cleanup kill for Poopyhead on this gyrocopter. Did finish the Helm of the Dominator and has 3,000 gold after now, so please buy BKB. And this Faceless Void has 2,400 gold on top of that Manta style. Greaves have been built by Indifferent on the Darkseer, and it's the Octarine core instead of the Ags for Blood Ninja. And has 21 Bloodstone charges, getting really to be a problem. Is this the Leshrac? We'll see if it is the Ag Scepter next. I would assume so. Get rid of that Magic Wand. Get even more damage on that Pulse Nova. As 3 heroes are converging on the mid lane for Blood Ninjas. The Abaddon not up yet, but don't seem to care about that. Void will leave some illusions here to Radiance burn down the creep wave. There's been a pipe picked up, so mech and pipe now for TNT. That's going to help in these team fights with the Pulse Nova damage and with the Radiance damage. And the final outer tower of team name taken is the target for Blood Ninjas. They have 2 minutes left on this Aegis. Don't have their Abaddon yet, but claim the top tier 2 tower. They only have 1 left of their own in their off lane, and it's pretty low. So it looks like there's going to be a push mid lane now. This Gyrocopter not going for the BKB, going for straight HP with the Satanic. So the risk there is if you're stunned up and controlled up, you can't turn on the Satanic. You have to be punching people to heal with it. So not sure that that's going to be the right choice. We'll see if it works out. But we're going to have the high ground push. Morphling has been split pushing, getting a creep wave going bottom that will probably claim that tower on its own, even if he TP's back now. But Fob Indian Man punching onto this tower. And here's the call down. It's going to catch only onto 1 hero. Blink in and the Hex with the Sun Ray will keep Leshrac alive though. Finger of Death not doing enough damage. Gyrocopter coming through and it's going to be caught in the Chronosphere, and there's going to be a lot of damage from Fob Indian Man. That's going to be a dead Gyrocopter. I think no, Glimmer Cape keeps it alive. The egg will go out and will be killed by Wobbuffet and Strenuous. Gyrocopter did die in the end there. Strenuous strength morphing furiously, trying to get away from Blood Ninja 1. Indifferent does barely survive on the Darkseer. So only 1 for 1 so far, but these barracks are going to go down. Wobbuffet being recalled away from the fight by SD, not sure why, and the Diabolic Edict burning through the melee barracks here, so it'll be a complete lane of racks mid. 14 Blood Ninja, and are they going to head bottom straight away and go for more? It looks like they are. There are creeps pushing into their base on the opposite side, but they're not too worried about that. Gyrocopter still dead for another 30 seconds with no buyback, and this could be a second lane of racks. Glyph used not quite in time. Courier is killed for Dire. There was nothing of much worth on it. So not too much of a big deal, but Lion has been killed. Indifferent getting voided in silence, but able to escape, and bottom lane of Barracks goes down as well. Strenuous getting in pretty deep there, able to survive. And Team Bloodninjas will back out, but now have a pretty significant lead. Full lanes of Barracks in mid and in bottom lane. Are behind one Barracks in top lane, but won't be too worried about that. And once the next Roshan comes up and the next round of items are out for Bloodninjas, I'd expect them to go in for round 2. Strenuous, no ice and progression after that. Manta style has 3,600 gold, but really can't afford to be without buyback now. Gyrocopter only 600 gold, really needs to farm up that buyback gold at this point. And there is the Ags on the Leshrac, so getting very scary now. Close to 6 slotted. And a Blink Dagger on this Void. Really weird build here. BKB, Manta, Vanguard, Radiance, Blink Dagger. It's kind of ugly, I'm not going to lie. But it's working. 5, 1, and 6. Can't argue with results. Nothing succeeds like success and so on. And there's going to be a Hex on the Darkseer before too long as well. Sange picked up by the Abaddon, who also has picked up some Drums of Endurance, so we might see a Heaven's Halberd there. Trying to get rid of some of that flak damage right click. As far as items go on the Radiant side, Wobbuffet is working on a BKB and actually will have it pretty soon here. As long as they manage to escape this gank, which they do. Stranius has picked up that Eagle Song, so could be going for the shotgun now. It's a little late for it, but will still be pretty effective at blowing off some of the supports. And there's no BKB on the Leshrac yet, although 2700 HP, pretty tanky. Killzoid has the Blink and the Glimmer Cape, which was used so effectively to save the Gyrocopter in the last fight. We talked about the Mech Pipe Convo on Keeper of the Light. It has 2000 gold, so farming pretty well with the Horse Lasers. Poopy Head trying to build up towards that buyback, needs 1,000 more gold. Pretty tricky stuff. See a grouping up from Team Bloodninjas. Roshan will be up shortly, but it looks like they're not going to wait, and all 5 of them make a beeline for this top lane, and the final lane of racks standing for team name taken. Gyrocopter does not have buyback, so can't afford to die in this fight. And will TP back from the river. But this tower going down very quickly, and this is the last chance. Saloon blink back wall onto 3 from Indifferent. Good start for the Gyrocopter. Call down will only catch a couple of heroes with the first splash. Killzoid comes forward, gets the Earth Spike out. There's the shotgun onto Indifferent, but it's not enough to get the kill. Chronosphere onto 2. The egg is going as well, and Wobbuffet is dead. Strenuous just barely replicates out instead. Poopy Head is in here, but with no BKB, can't stand and fight. And I think this will be GG from Team Name Taken, who are going to take a 2-0 loss, it looks like, to the Bloodninjas. 15 to 18 is the kill score, and Mega Creeps are out for the Dire side as SD is chased back to the well and killed. Killzoid will go down as well. Monster kill streak for this Leshrac. No GG yet, but this game most definitely over. And Team Bloodninjas have to be pleased with today's matches, taking steady controlled victories in both of them. This one a little bit closer, did lose some barracks. Nice shotgun from Strenuous, gets the void kill. Morphing strength, waveforming away, trying desperately to stay alive. SD is here doing what they can, but it's not going to be enough. The final tier 4 tower is going to go down. Mega Creeps haven't even arrived yet, and we'll see one last fight here. The Darkseer will be killed, and nice Blinding Light to send Blood Ninja up into the fountain, but 26 Bloodstone charges regenerating so quickly. Is getting low though. Is the Octarine regen enough? It's not quite going to be enough. Poopy Head is back up, gets a kill. Buybacks ahoy across all sides. No one wants to give up on this game just yet, but guess who's coming? Yes, that's right. Mega Creeps have arrived. BKB is here, and Fob Indian Man with the Chronosphere. Surely this now will be GG. Poopyhead is still alive, though. Fob Indian Man coming forward, doing a lot of damage. SD is going to go down. Fob Indian Man getting pretty low. Strenuous not able to get the kill, though, and the throne will go down before GG is called. 42 minutes into the game. Team Ninja, Bloodninjas take the game 24-18 and take this series 2-0 against Team Name Taken. Take a look at the scoreboard here. The offlane Abaddon and Darkseer combo was very effective. Kept the Morphling down early. I liked that. Faceless Void. Good play from Fob Indian Man there. And Leshrac, Blood Ninja 1 on the mid Leshrac. Doing very well. For Team Blood Ninjas, I thought Poopyhead played well on the Gyrocopter. And I thought the Night Stalker pick was pretty effective, but it wasn't enough. And Team Name Taken will be disappointed, I think, to have played well in both of these games, but not come away with any wins. So I've been Jamsquare. Thank you for watching this Reddit Dota 2 League Season 9 PST Sunday Division game. Won't be casting tomorrow, but I think I might be back on Tuesday, Wednesday? What are days of the week? When do things happen? Wednesday. I will be back for Central European Time Wednesday game. So I will see you then. Thank you very much for watching.